Hi, this is Case 5, RRR, Revisit, Redirect, and Reflect. I'm Paige Smith. You'll also find on here the YouTube link where this presentation can be found for transcript. Thanks. Let's talk about our bluff, our bottom line up front. So we will revisit one of the course topics more in depth. I'd like to focus on Lean Six Sigma and AI integration into Lean. Redirect by analyzing new business processes of our choice. I focused on lean manufacturing, emphasizing value creation and waste elimination, along with AI strengthening lean by automating analysis, predicting inefficiencies, and accelerating decision making. And then lastly, we will reflect on your learnings across the text, course, conversations, and case engagement, where to summarize, I emphasize my love for the teamwork, AI framework, Lean as a whole, especially on a STEM-focused MBA. So let's focus on revisiting. I'm going to start with Lean history. So Lean manufacturing has roots in the early industrial age, practices similar to Eli Whitney's interchangeable parts and Henry Ford's assembly line. But I believe that Lean was fully developed by the Toyota production system, also known as TPS, in Japan after World War II. So if we focus a little bit more on the house of Toyota, you'll see down here in the bottom right corner, this is the pillars that we have, where you'll see a focus on stabilizing operations, Kaizen, which is continuous improvement, just-in-time efforts, along with Hayonka, which is workload leveling, which is basically keeping volume constant and product mix smaller lots, so to speak. Part of the TPS system, we also focus on continuous flow, such as SMED, which is single minute exchange dies. We focused on the 8 wastes, which can be broken down in the acronym of TIMWOODS or downtime. For the sake of Toyota, we'll focus on TIMWOODS, so transportation, inventory, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, defects, and skills or not utilizing talent. Also focus on takt time or cycle time. And to kind of wrap it all together, the main purpose is to define value, map the value stream, create that flow, establish pull, and basically pursue perfection. A little bit further, fast forward into the next phases, you have Six Sigma, which is a more mathematical, statistical approach that focuses on DMAIC. DMAIC is an acronym that stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. This process improvement is focused on the idea that reduction of process variation and defects will drive efficiency. It's more of a data-driven decision-making tactic that will reduce costs and improve efficiency. You'll focus on root cause analysis, control charts, and capability analysis, and then eventually you combine Lean and Six Sigma into one, which is Lean Six Sigma, and that's where you have your executive leaders, your champions, your ownerships, and everybody really comes together. From an educational standpoint, that's where you can earn belts, the white, yellow, green, and black belts, which determines your level of expertise. But it's all focusing on the same goal to keep costs down, quality and efficiency up, and eliminate waste. So a little bit about the analysis and Lean and AI in general. I do have a lot of experience with Lean. I do work on a production floor. I have a degree in industrial engineering with a focus in Lean Six Sigma. But I have learned a lot this time around. And what I've basically learned is Lean is a philosophy of efficiency and continuous improvement, not just a set of tools. I've learned Lean to look at Lean in more of a way that it's not just a toolkit, it's a mindset in general. It requires continuously questioning how each activity adds value and systematically removing waste as a whole. In small areas and holistically. I'll also say that it is an evolving philosophy, and as the times change and we grow, tools like AI, artificial intelligence, will really help us analyze what items add value and to help us systematically remove that waste. I'd like to dig a little bit deeper into what I found to be advantageous or useful throughout the past few weeks from an operations management course standpoint. Value stream mapping and waste elimination are obviously key factors from a lean perspective, but I've really learned to lean on AI. It makes both value stream mapping and waste elimination stronger by detecting the inefficiencies automatically, and then using what you know real time and in person to help add even more value to solving the problems. So I'd like to focus on redirecting a little bit on both lean and AI. The biggest question I've reflected on internally is, what will I take forward from this course? And just to kind of summarize everything that I've discussed, Lean provides structure for adopting AI responsibly. The biggest struggle for me at first was I felt like utilizing AI was kind of taking away from how we learn and work in the real world, but I have now learned that it just enhances what we can do on an individual level. AI can automate waste detection, scheduling, and forecasts, and help industries and students, workers in general, get to a better solution faster. A big proponent of discussing things that surprise us or that we necessarily weren't expecting, and I think for me, naturally, I like to talk about the fact that lean is well beyond manufacturing. It's also, in finance and healthcare. It can be used anywhere. And again, AI makes these applications faster and more precise. For example, by predicting bottlenecks or eliminating waste very rapidly. So a little bit more about things that I was not expecting for the course. It was the push for AI, and I'm really happy that we had that push. Although I enjoy it and I was surprised, I was worried about if the use of AI would be used in more of a selfish way and less of a for the greater good, but I was pleasantly surprised. Operations management in general is, a lean thinking, encourages innovation and applying new tools to that toolkit from a digital perspective for services and industries across the world. So I understand the push now. And in general, I've said this before and I'll say it again, but AI really does accelerate lean improvements in all of the spaces that it can be provided in. So as I reflect more in depth, I ask myself the question, what is missing from the course or how it could improve? And I think for me, the biggest thing was, let's spend a little bit less time watching videos and recorded class sessions and maybe a little bit more online discussion. In general, that became very natural as we met more team members across the course, but maybe add in a few discussion topics where we have to respond to others weekly. So I did just want to add a little bit about AI examples that I've noticed in Lean. This is predictive maintenance, which reduces downtime, AI chatbots that cut waiting services in customer service, and machine learning forecasts to demand inventory and prevent overproduction. love that, and utilizing that tool in general is super efficient. So in conclusion, as I reflect, revisit, redirect, my favorite topic in operations management was Lean Six Sigma with a focus in AI. It is a timeless framework. As you can see, it's ever evolving. Lean principles remain essential for waste elimination and efficiency as a whole. AI enhances Lean by enabling automation and predictive insights. Together, Lean and AI provide a roadmap for the future of any organizational team success. Together, they create sustainable, innovative organizations across the world, and I love that. Thank you.